Today, we're going to talk about the one skill that they can't test for at the NFL combines that's the number one predictor of quarterback success. And it's the reason that Tom Brady is the greatest to ever play the position. It's coming up right now. Hey, everybody, welcome to Elite Athletes TV. I'm Mike Pawlawski, former 11-year pro quarterback and quarterbacks coach here at EliteAthletesTV.com. Today, I want to talk about the one skill that every great quarterback in the history of the game has had and why they can't test for it. Before we get started, if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell. Get notified every time we have new stuff out. Smash that like button down below. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thoughts, any questions that you might have, I'm happy to answer them. I went to the NFL Combine in 1992 when I came out of Cal, and they tested everything. They tested my 40 time. They tested my height, my weight. They tested my hand size. They tested my vertical jump. They tested my shuttle. All of those things, physical skills, to put me on paper and quantify me as a quarterback. But the one skill that they absolutely did not test, and I still think to this day they cannot test, is mental processing speed. They ask a lot of questions. They try to ferret out your understanding of defense. They try to figure out what you know and what you don't know. But to be able to put a quarterback under pressure while being physical and seeing how he processes, reacts, and get his body organized to make a throw, you can't test that without playing somebody. And it's why a lot of quarterbacks get missed. You look at Tom Brady, he's a 6th-round pick. You look at Joe Montana, he's a 3rd-round pick, arguably the two greatest of all time, because they didn't have the big physical tools. They didn't run the super fast 40. They didn't throw the ball out of the stadium. But what they could do is process at speed, make decisions, get their body organized, and deliver the football. And so that's the number one thing that NFL coaches need to figure out how to test for, how to find in their quarterback. I want to take a look at what an offensive coordinator's job is today, really, when it pertains to a quarterback. His job is to make the game as simple as possible. One of the ways that offensive coordinators have to make it simple for quarterbacks is by using concepts. Now, these concepts have to be able to work versus man and versus zone. Versus zone, you want the right stretches. So are you using a triangle read? Are you using a high-low? Are you using some kind of vertical flood? I have all of this, and I'll put a card right up here so that you can check it out, some of the past videos that we've done in terms of different concepts. So if you're facing zone teams, you want to use concepts that are simple to read for your quarterback to get to. Versus man, you need to create matchups. Find a way to get your best player in open space versus a guy that he can beat. It can be pick routes. It can be one-on-one soloed out. You can use motion to create leverage. All of these things versus man. Some coaches have used whole schemes. You think of Mike Leach, Hal Mumme, and the air raid. The air raid is designed to spread the field and create space and then allow receivers to adjust. And so your quarterback is going through a pure progression while receivers are making adjustments based on what they see in coverage. That's also true for the run and shoot. Receivers are adjusting based on what they're seeing in front of them, and the quarterback, in the process of going through his progression, has to find that open receiver. Now, if you're ready to start talking about quarterback play, hit that like button. Let's get going. Here's a look at a simple man matchup. All you're going to get from Washington State is a corner route by the inside receiver, an under route from the outside receiver, another under, so you get that mesh, which is typical in that air raid, and then a little follow route on the backside. Cal's defense playing single high safety man, and as the quarterback comes out, he just keys the safety. When the safety stays in the middle of the field, he knows he's got a matchup here that he likes, and so he takes a shot. This is a simple read. First read is there as a quarterback. You take your shot. Boom, there it is. Throw him to open grass, make a play. Easy pitch and catch. Another way that OCs have made it easy on quarterbacks recently is the RPO. It's a simple read on what you call a conflict defender, and it's either a yes or a no. Does he come and play run? If he does, I pull the ball, make the throw. If he stays back and takes the pass, then I hand it off on the run. This time, Oregon is running an under zone, and they're working the conflict defender. Let's take a look at it on film. Oregon has the RPO. It's going to be an under zone. Running back coming to the quarterback's right, looking to potentially cut back or stay front side. Quarterback puts the ball out for the mesh to his right, and he's reading this defender as the conflict defender. If this defender comes upfield or engages with the run, quarterback pulls and escapes. Their route combination is an under, hide, fanny route, whatever you want to call it, sneak route from the wing receiver, and an over route from the backside. Go route clears that front side by a receiver, and so the quarterback has a simple high-low with the fanny and the over. Now, the quarterback's a little late here, but this is super simple. As a quarterback, it's either a yes right now or it's not. Conflict defender, fully engaged. Yes, I'm pulling this ball. As soon as he hits the flat, there is nobody on him. Quarterback should deliver this ball. Instead, he holds it a little bit long. Right there, quarterback should be getting rid of this football. Give that receiver ball in space, let him make a play. Quarterback ends up holding this ball for a couple of extra beats. He actually pumps, pulls it down, and then decides to finally let it go. So super simple for a quarterback, but a double clutch. Progression off this play is, now, if this safety starts reacting down, you have a post over the top and then a wheel behind it. And so that makes it super simple. You also have a low and a high here for the quarterback. Safety reacts down. Next time, you throw the high route. So it makes it simple. Yes or no, pull the trigger when you get a yes. In the air raid system, one of the staples is allowing the receivers to adjust their routes to find green grass. Here's a look from Washington State where they compress the formation, bunch everything up, and they allow a receiver in a simple high-low read to find open grass, and then they find him on the throw. Mike Leach air raid. You're going to see an over route by that receiver. You're going to see a post route by this receiver. This receiver has a middle read option. So he's going to find the middle, but when it's covered by linebackers, he's going to extend up the field where he finds green grass. Cal is going to rotate into a 3 buzz or a 3 robber look where you're going to see this corner drop out, this safety take deep middle. This safety is going to invert and play the hole. This corner is going to drop out and end up covering the post over the top. Evan Weaver at linebacker is going to end up carrying this over route through the middle. So as this receiver comes into space and finds this safety roll down, all he does is extend his route upfield, and he's in good shape. Right here, receiver is in a simple high-low. Here's your low. This receiver sees he's got a safety on top of him. He's got to go find green grass, and he extends this route up the field because this corner is chasing the post. Simple. Deliver the ball to open space, allow your receivers to adjust, and make it easy on your quarterback. This next play has 2 different concepts in one. You have a timing route on the outside and a pure out route, and then you have a triangle read on the inside. Let's take a look. Oregon trips to the field, single receiver into the boundary. They're going to run a very simple timing route to the outside, 12-yard out route. Quarterback takes a snap, runs 3 quick. If there's nobody in that flat, you let her rip. In this case, Tyler Shuck should have thrown this out route, but he read corner roll because of where the safeties were playing. He read middle field open. Instead, the safeties actually invert. They go middle field close, and this flat is wide open. That said, he comes off of it, and he ends up, you get a wheel route to clear out here, a shallow cross from this receiver, a deep over, and then a running back out of the backfield on a shallow out. And so you end up with a high-low inside or a triangle read as a quarterback that you can read. Watch as all of the defense flows this direction and gets depth. So what you end up with is he should have hit number 1, should have banged that route, but he didn't. As the shallow comes underneath, everybody flows with it or gets depth with that over. Running back is wide open. Now Cal gets some pressure on him, and so he feels like he has to hurry it, and he throws it into this safety, but the simple concepts are there, simple reads are there that should have taken him to his throw. So here's the process in your head as a quarterback. Is this open? Yes. Should have been a throw there, but he didn't throw it. So now my next read, can I throw my deep over? No. Backer's dropped and the safety's on top of it. Then, can I throw my shallow cross? No. Backer's on top of it. And what does that take me to? Right there on my running back on the check down. Instead, he forces the ball into the safety and almost gets picked. So in a nutshell, that's why processing speed is so important for a quarterback. It's the one thing they can't measure, and it's the most important part of any quarterback's game. If you like what I did here today, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, get notified every time we have new stuff coming out. Please smash that like button. Let me know you like what I did here today. We'll give you more of it. And please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to make some videos that you guys are looking for. Tell me what you're looking for, and we'll put something on film for you. I appreciate you watching here today. Just talk about a little quarterback training, hopefully improving some football skills, and letting you understand what offense is all about and how offensive coordinators can make the game easier on a quarterback, how they should think. I'll talk to you guys again soon.